Hello everyone, it's now time for game number 18 of my run of Jeopardy for the NES. I currently have on level 3. I currently have a 17 game winning total of $161,600. I'll be him. Irene and Drew are my opponents. Let's get started with game 18. Composers, food, American cities, all fours, friends, and I get around. American cities for 100. Tennessee town of choo-choo fame. What is Chattanooga? Yep. American cities for 200. It's called the Mile High City. What is Detroit? No. Denver. Caught myself in time. What is Denver? Yes. American cities for 3. The home of the bean and the cod. Boston? Yes. American cities 400. Carl Sandburg called it Hog Butcher to the World. Chicago. Composers 100. Austrian prodigy who at age 14 could write symphonic scores from memory. It was Mozart. All fours 100. Card game for which 3 players always seem in need of the 4th. Oh, bridge. All fours for 200. He calls the signals in football. What is the quarterback? Yes. American cities for 500. In Music Man, Harold Hill sings a tribute to this, his Indiana hometown. Oh. What is Gary, Indiana? Yep. Composers for 200. Broadway great who wrote There's No Business Like Snow Business and Show Business and White Christmas. Who is Bing Crosby? Nope. What was I thinking anyway? Irving Berlin. All fours for 300. This youth club's name stands for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health. What is 4-H? Yes. All fours 400. An atypical plant of the genus Trifolium. Oh man, a 4-leaf clover. It just dawned on me, but I misspoke on the clue. Well, that's alright though. I get around 100. Transportation used by Mary Poppins to get from one job to another. What's an umbrella? Yep. I get around for 200. One who has failed to understand or accomplish something has missed this. well, I'm gonna say the boat. Yep. 300, I get around. Late singer whose Cadillac was painted with diamond dust. Oh, Elvis Presley. Yep. I'm the only one with money. I get around for 4. Eskimo vehicle spelt the same forwards and backwards. Kayak. Yep. I get around 500. Bird ridden by Niven and around the world in 80 days. Ostrich. Yep. I'll take friends for 100. The neighbors you always feel obliged to keep up with. Who are the Joneses? Yes. Friends for 200. Well, there's a daily double. I'm gonna go for 1,000. In comics, he's Jeff's best friend. Who is Mutt? Yeah, $1,000 more. Friends for 300. Caesar's friend and betrayer. Brutus. Friends 400. The soundtrack to the obscure Friends was written by this British superstar.
6 months after the murder, the forensic lab finished the DNA testing.
It was Elton John.
In Jason's home,
Friends for 500. Gunslinger, played by Alan Ladd, who became Joey Starrett's very best friend. Oh. Shane, I knew it. Unfortunately, Drew beat me to ringing in. Food 100. It's called yakimono in Japan when broiled, sashimi when served raw. Fish, yep. I knew it too. All force 500. Word for a poetic stanza of 4 lines. What is a quadrille? No.
Forensics in this case, it was key to bringing the murderer to justice. They all did just a tremendous job.
Quatrain. Food 300. Name of this Mexican classic actually means covered or flavored with chile. Oh. Oh, that's no help.
The murder of a young hospital worker went unsolved. Police had their suspicions, but
Quesadilla? No, enchilada. I don't really like Mexican food. Food 200. We owe its discovery in 1668 to a Benedictine monk named Dom Perignon. What is champagne? Let's do food for 500. What the heck? Introduced by Romans who broke them over heads of brides. Wedding cakes.
Fighting the odds.
She weighed 1 pound and 14 ounces.
Composer's 300. Zany TV show host who didn't get gonged when he wrote Palisades Park.
Took her home.
Chuck Barris. Composer's 400. Brass instrument named after a patriotic composer called the March King. A sousaphone. Oh yeah, of course, by as named by John Philip Sousa, or after John Philip Sousa. Food 400. When spooned on desserts in Vienna, it's called Schlag.
Laura's dream was to bring healthcare to help others as she had been helped.
Whipped cream.
And she achieved that by becoming
Last one.
on the scene.
Friends said he was initially repulsed by George Sand finding her dumpy. Chopin, Frederick Chopin. So Irene's out of the hole with 300, Drew has 900, but I'm in the lead with 3,700. So Irene goes first in Double Jeopardy. Southern Europe TV News part for the course Baby starts with E and by George. Southern Europe 200. Of Rome and Naples, the more southern. Naples. Yep. By George for 200. Cigar smoking octogenarian sex symbol. George Burns. TV News 400. After Chevy drove off, she anchored Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update. It was Jane Curtin. By George 600. A suspension bridge connecting New York with New Jersey. The George Washington Bridge? Yes. By George for 400. Born Eric Blair, he wrote 1984 an Animal Farm under this name. Who's George Orwell? Yep. TV News for 200. This show's trademark is a ticking stopwatch. 60 minutes. Yep. TV News for 600. This CBS anchor's ratings warmed up when he started to wear a sweater. Dan Rather?
It was just gigantic.
Yes.
Actually, when we...
TV News for 800. Ability to grab the hard-to-get interview has made her the highest-paid newswoman in broadcasting. Barbara Walters.
This earlier. I'm Laura Pruden, and this was my last book.
Switch your old phone service to Watch and get unlimited US and international calling for $14.99 a month now without an annual contract.
Yep. TV News for 1,000. Cigarette-smoking pioneer TV newsman who defied Senator Joe McCarthy. Edward something.
Personality trait. They're the gentlemen that meet your core values. Take a look at them. Everything that I ever wanted was there.
I don't know.
What I found out of it was just...
Edward R. Murrow. We'll stop here for part 1 and I'll see you for part 2.